this is your 21st season playing in the Extraliga, part of Orfol.
Yes, yes.
I guess first off, congratulations on your 16th title.
Thank you, appreciate it.
You're very welcome. 24th overall for Dratsi Brno. How would you say that the league's changed since you debuted?
It has been really changing since I've been, since it has been my first year, because I remember like my first titles, we were really dominating the league. We had the best players, the best Czech players. We were one of few teams who had foreigners, so the competition against us, it was tough for them because we had like 10 national team players plus two good imports. But by the time, when the sport grows over here, the Extra League is better and better every single year I'm playing it. Teams got more money, they work better with young players, they got upcoming young players, plus they got some kind of money to afford foreigners, so it's good for Czech League that each team in Extra League has at least 2, 3, 4 foreigners who are actually sometimes really good, and the quality of league goes up. So I can see evolving it like every year is better and better, and it's much tougher to win the championship last couple of years than it was when I was beginning my career in Extra League.
Gotcha. Where do you think the league is going to be going in the next few years?
I hope it's gonna get at least semi-professional, because our schedule is basically like almost professional schedule, but you gotta be aware that everyone is going to work or studying, so it has to be some kind of money put it into players to make it work for them, because you gotta sacrifice so much time. Our goal is to compete against the best in the world, which we did on the World Baseball Classic, and also in the best in Europe. And the teams in Europe are all professionals. And even if we don't have the status of professionals, we gotta act and practice like we are professionals. So we basically spend every day on the field. You gotta put up that work. It doesn't matter that you are not getting paid, but for the love of the game, you're spending that time on the field. 3 times a week practice, 3 times a week game. So you basically, during the off season, you got like 1 day off on Monday.
Gotcha. So during the off season, you have 1 day off?
Oh no, it's during the in season.
Oh, in season. Okay.
Season, it's like 1 day off, and we play every week, every weekend, 3 games, plus some cups and tournaments, stuff like that. But during the off season, it's much easier. It's more like working out by individuals, and from January we got like team practices, hitting, stuff like that, more baseball focused. Sure. But like September, October, November, it's more like take a rest after long season.
Gotcha. So how would you say that this Dratsi team kind of is different from the rest that have won the championship with you over the years?
I would say, like we came, there was like generation exchange. We got so many young players right now who experience the finals for first, second, third year. So that was the only difference, but the mindset of the whole organization is still the same. You go there and you play for the win. So even if when the names were changing, like a couple older guys finished their career, those young guys pick up right where they end, and the mindset is still same. It's just different names, but the goal and mindset of the organization is still same. It's a little bit different when you're playing with the younger kids, but we are lucky enough that we got a couple of veteran players at good imports, which were able to take leadership and say, hey, listen, this is what we need to do to win the championship, and we did it.
Gotcha. I noticed that Martin Schneider and your brother are no longer on the roster. How's it play without them?
Yeah, like it's tough. They are top players in the league. My brother finished 2 years ago, finish school and start working like daily job, and it was like too much for him. So he said like, I did what I did. I'm happy with that. He's still part of the organization. Sometimes he can come up to see us, but he's right now like retired. Gotcha. And Schneider, he last year he was playing with us, but he moved from Brno to Olomouc with his family, and he's currently playing second league, like second division league with Olomouc, which is his team where he grew up. When he was 18, he moved to Brno, play for Draci. So he spent, 13 years playing for Draci organizations, and then come back, like paying back what Olomouc gave him, so trying to make them advance to Extraliga in upcoming years.
Gotcha. Wow, I wasn't aware that he was still playing. That's very good to hear.
Yes, yeah, he is. He's still playing, and the reason why, because he's like the World Baseball Classic was there, and European Championship is here, so he's motivated. Like he could easily play for us, but he said like, I need to be there and be a coach and leader of the young sport in Olomouc. So I understand that.
Gotcha. Yeah, because he made a big name for himself at the World Baseball Classic.
Oh yeah, he did.
That was a lot of fun to watch. How was your experience playing at the World Baseball Classic? What did you take away from that?
It was great. Like it was the best experience everybody has ever had. Like even like playing with Sogard, he said like, this is special. This is something else than major league. This is like you're representing your country, big event, big tournament, playing against the best players in the world. And at the end of the day, we were able to compete with everybody. So that was amazing. Like the way people in Japan treat us, and also here in Czech Republic, like we really put the baseball, the sport on the map here in Czech Republic, so it was helpful for the baseball environment here, and also for the players, like getting the experience, being a professional player for a couple of weeks and play against the top in the world. It's something that no one from us ever forget.
So you were able to face off against Sasaki, Otogawa, Miyagi in your start against Japan.
Yeah.
That was your one start over there. How was that?
Yeah. Oh, it was amazing. Like I had some health issues before the tournament, so I knew that I want to be ready, but I wasn't 100%. I wasn't 100% at the beginning of the tournament. But I said, yeah, Japan, this is team I really want to play against. So I started, and it was amazing. Like my family was there. We had like 300 fans flying from Czech Republic to Japan, and the experience for us was amazing. Like playing in Tokyo Dome against maybe the best team Japan ever had. Facing Sasaki and playing against Otani. It's a dream come true. Like we really didn't know what to expect, but it was just normal game. Amazing atmosphere. Almost 50,000 people was there facing Sasaki, and and we were leading that game. You know, we scored up 1 run, and until I don't know fourth innings, we were up by one. And I remember like watching those fans, and they were like, "What's going on? Like this should be like 10 difference already in 10th inning." And we were up, and I remember like Japan national team making bunts to move runners to scoring position against Czech Republic. You know, it was great. It was great to see. You know, they
Yeah.
beat us, but they are great players. You know, amazing hitters, amazing players. But that experience that we were up by them, you know, for 4 innings, you know, like hitting hard, Sasaki. You know, I remember staying at second base, talking with Nurbar, and he just asked me like, "What's going on? Like, so explain me how you can hit guy who throws 100 miles per hour with nasty split and you are sitting on it. You are hitting it hard. You know, like in Major League, if someone throwing 100, it's basically the game is over. You know, no one really touching it. You know, but he just asked us like, have you ever faced it? And we were like, no, never. You just like you go there and try to hit the ball. That's it. Yeah, so it was fun. They were surprised also, like how good we are.
Yeah, no, you guys put up a great fight against them, and you also got a win
Yeah,
in the tournament. How was that?
yeah. Oh, that first win against China, it was amazing. Like we went to the tournament, we had experience. We played some teams before tournament in Miyazaki, and China also playing against them, like some indie ball teams from Japan. We were beating those teams, and Japan and China lost against them. So we had some like uh, indication that we haven't seen them, but it's like yeah, it's gonna be tough fight, and we probably got good chance to win. You know, I know they got couple like really good players with minor league experience, you know, but when I saw them, I said like, this is the game that we need to win. Like I truly believe we are better than them, and we show up on the field. You know, like that win, it was amazing. First game at the tournament, and we were able to win it, and it was big reason why uh, here in Czech start to be such a big deal because we were there as amateurs. We win the first game, and everybody was expecting us to win it all. You know, so it was great that the fan base. You know, we played the next game against Japan, and there was almost like 1 million people in Czech Republic watching that game, which is compared to ice hockey World Cup. You know, so
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah.
so that was amazing. You know that the reach that we have over here. You know that even people who didn't really know what baseball is, it was like all over the news that we beat China and we are playing against number one team in the world. And it was like in good time because we play 7 p.m. in Tokyo, and it was Saturday 11 a.m. here in Czech Republic. So everybody, it was like weekend. Everybody were watching it. So that was big. That was huge.
Yeah, and I mean that's prime time for average sports fans to kind of tune in and
Yeah,
watch. It's
yeah,
fantastic.
exactly. Yeah, like the timing of it was perfect. That we play against China, we beat them, and then the biggest like game of the tournament, playing against Japan, number one ranked team in the world. You know, at this time, you know, like it was like picture perfect.
And that also guaranteed the Czech Republic a spot in the next World Baseball Classic.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, that's
Where,
right. That was like the biggest thing that we were able to secure the position for next time.
gotcha. So where do you think the national program is going over the next few years?
So I hope it's moving directly forward. You know, we got some young players coming up, really good players, and we are able to compete with everybody. You know, so the growth, like the success of this team, it wasn't like over the 1 year that we changed again generation and we won, it was like really watching back 10 years ago, working with those young guys, getting them into the national team, getting those experience, putting those top players in America at D1 program university. It's like this success doesn't happen over the night, and I can say it because I was part of it for since the beginning, so I had chance to see the team transformation, from really young guys, unexperienced, transforming the team with some veteran players who know what to do, adding young guys who are not afraid to anything, So I hope the future is bright for Czech baseball, and we were able to get more players into the sport, and hopefully it's gonna be successful in upcoming years.
Gotcha. How long do you think you're going to keep playing in the Extraliga and for the national team?
Well, I don't know. Like I'm in end of career when I'm not planning like 2-3 years ahead. It's like really year by year, season by season. If I feel good, if I got something to add to the team, I will be playing. But it's like right now I cannot say. I'm like I will preparing myself for every game and see how it goes.
Are you going to stay involved in baseball once you eventually do retire from playing?
Oh yeah, I hope so because it's part of my life. Yeah. Anyway, I can help and then stay connected. Definitely, that's something what interested me in upcoming years. Hopefully keep playing when I will be if I will be healthy and good enough. And put up the work. Enjoying the process of practicing and playing. That's something that I really like. So it's like that. It's like not long term, but yeah, I will see season by season.
Gotcha. Finally, here's my last thing for you. Are you going to be taking part in the European Championships this month?
Oh yeah, I hope so. I hope so that I will. We still have like a wide roster. Right now we got this weekend we got practices like practice camp in training camp in Ostrava. Next week we are flying to Rotterdam to play against Dutch national team. But the final roster is not done yet, so there is like I don't know 30 players maybe, and because the tournament is really short, it's like 1 week tournament, just couple games. The limit of players is I think 23. So hopefully I can make it. I will see,
Gotcha.
day by day.
I'm looking forward to seeing you playing, hopefully in the championships. If not there, then next year for Drazi.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.